the Shedeur critics, some call him the Shehaders, but the Shedeur critics now say that he doesn't have a strong enough arm. After watching him the last 3 weeks in cold weather, have of the active quarterback, I'm not going to get into the myriad of stats. The point is, he's got an ADOT of, I think it's 8.76 yards, which would almost be 2.5 full yards more per throw than tiny baby hands Dylan Gabriel.
Who are these critics? I didn't know. First off, it feels kind of lame for this to be the critique now. Like right now, this is when you're going to come out with the critique of it. And like of all things, this would be the critique?
After the Bears game where he threw go balls to Isaiah Bond in what was really, honestly, the worst part about that game is the weather wasn't consistent. The wind wasn't consistent.
You can make an argument that the thing that the supporters are hanging on to the most is that go ball. You know, like that's going to be the thing that then you're going to critique?
Even the Jerry Jeudy throw. Like that was a really good downfield throw. Hit him in the numbers, and then Jerry just decided to be charitable.
This is what happened before the draft. Remember he did the combine, his own combine day at Colorado, and we sat there and we both watched on the TV as he threw 65-yard bombs, and it was just as accurate as could be, and it was right on the money. And yeah, I get it. It's his own combine. It's his own pro day. He's going to do well in those. But like the idea was he had to check off the boxes to anybody that would pay attention that he could throw the ball deep, or relatively deep, all things considered. But the whole argument against this entire conversation from Jump Street was the idea that completing 45-plus yard passes in the NFL happens at such a few and low rate that if you're judging them just off of that alone, you're probably judging the wrong things to begin with.
I would say, I think it's in reaction because they realize they can't use his completion percentage to attack his accuracy. Right? Like, I feel like it's trying to...
completion percentage right now is the lamest thing in the world to go after.
No, it absolutely is. That's why I yelled at Nick and Canton.
I mean, Tua led the league in completion percentage a year ago.
Yeah.
Tell me how much that matters. The dude's he's a career backup for the rest of his life. Tell me how much that matters.
But anyways, I think it's trying to find a new way in. I do think that because I think everybody's constantly angling in a way to put Shedeur down if you don't think he's going to be the quarterback. So I think it comes to, well, he doesn't have a strong enough arm, which again, when you've played in sub-zero temperatures with high wind factors in 3 of the 4 games and you've been able to make big throws in every one of them, I gotta say, find a new way in.
I mean, I can give them what they should be using. If they want the play sheet on this, it's pretty simple.
No, is it the real play sheet, or are we gonna have to replace it in 2 drives?
New wristband. So like here's what the Shehaders should be going off of, based off of the 4.5 games that we've seen Shedeur play. And this would be like, as simple and as obvious as it should get. And for some reason, they're not running with
He's
it.
Deion's son.
Not that.
Okay, he wasn't that good at Colorado.
No, not that.
Okay, that's what they say. He smiles a lot.
He does smile a lot, but I like that. That's an endearing trait. No, it's just he needs to be more consistent. And again, he's a rookie quarterback. So like asking for consistency out of rookie quarterback, I think is insanity. And I think that's why they're not going to that well. But like if I were trying to look at Shedeur and say, this is what I need to see, I would say the highs are incredibly high, but the lows are incredibly low. And I need to get him to be more in the middle. I need his lows to be raised is the point here. And I need him to become more of a consistent. It shouldn't be the idea that it feels like on any given day, if you have the great Shedeur show up, you're going to have an awesome day. And if you have the other Shedeur show up, well, it's going to be problematic. I would argue that's what happens when you have a quarterback that's made 4.5 starts in their career. You're going to have this. You have this with any quarterback that goes through that. But I'm surprised the Shedeur haters haven't gone to that more. Man, that's a real one that they could attack.
Now, that's the latest on Shedeur. We'll have more on Shedeur throughout the show on 92.3 The Shedeur. However, I would like to make a strong declarative statement on the idea of Bill Belichick in Cleveland.
Okay.
It would be the worst possible idea you could have to replace Kevin Stefanski, because I don't think Bill's coaching another 5 years in the NFL. I don't think Bill has it anymore, and I don't think Bill Belichick is anything more than maybe a 500 coach without Tom Brady. I don't know why I balked on that name, but here's the other thing. Mm-hmm. I think we all know Bill wants the Giants job and would covet the Giants job above all. I think the Browns. I think the reason why it's not it's not just the worst thing for everything that I said in the last segment and a half. It's also the worst thing because I think Bill would use you as leverage to get what he wants at another job.
Oh, you think this would be a stopover?
Yeah, and then you'd be left with your you-know-what in your hand trying to find a different coach.
A stopover at this point sounds exhausting, by the way. Like at his age, to be like, I'm going to set this job up for the Giants job down the line, that sounds exhausting.
No. I mean, in the job process, they'll float a lot of his interest in Cleveland to try and gauge interest and garner interest because everybody has a certain opinion of I mean, but Jimmy Haslam.
Here's the thing, though. He was dead set on taking that Falcons job. If they would have offered him the Falcons job, he would have taken it. Like I think he wants a seat at the table. And so I think if the Browns showed real interest, I could totally see Bill Belichick not only being in love with that idea, but at the end of this whole thing, spinning the musical chair coaching act that happens, I could see the Browns being the only one left with a chair for him to sit on and him being like, all right, let's do this. And it goes back to my belief that Jimmy Haslam loves the sideshow of this all. He loves the attention of this all. And I can't let that part of me go.
This is the guy that wouldn't trade you Jimmy Garoppolo because he hated the organization. And it wasn't just Jimmy. Like throughout the years, like there were times where he refused to make trades with Cleveland or whether. And
yes, but if they're the only way in, I feel like if you're Bill, you just kind of have to let bygones be bygones, and you tell yourself Art Modell isn't there anymore. It's a brand new ownership, brand new front office, brand new everything from when you were there. You just have to treat it differently.
I don't think Bill would.
I think you do when you get desperate. I think he would take. I don't know, maybe it might even be 31 other teams before the Browns, but if the Browns are the only team that's saying, we'll take you, Jordan Hudson, and whatever feud she's got with Pablo Torre.
We're not doing the Jordan Hudson. Her name's Jordan.
Why not?
Her name's Jordan.
I think she wants it to be Jordan.
Yeah, she's not one of the parents of Superman. Her name is Jordan. We're not letting her do this.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think she goes by Jordan. She goes by Jordan. It's Jordan.
No, she's never said Jordan before. She's trolling everyone because she's a 5-year-old. I'm not doing that. Her name is Jordan.
I don't know. Where's the press conference where she explicitly states it? I don't know.
I swear to it. If I have to, I will say that name in the most. I will find a way to say the most obnoxious name.
If he gets hired,
Jordan. We'll do the WNBC thing with it.
WNBC. Big vomit. Looks like a pig. Makes you want to vomit. If he does this, if he goes down this road, then we have to figure out something for Jordan. We have to figure out, so there'll be nicknames, there'll be everything.
Can we find her somebody older and richer?
But here's what happens. She'll call into the station, she'll talk to Keith, and then she'll make sure that we don't do those type of things, and then it's going to make us do it even more. It'll make us do it even harder.
She'll be hosting Afternoon Drive, and
we might get a weekly with Jordan.
What's this wee stuff, Kimosabi?
What, you're kicking Jordan Hudson off the air?
Yeah. No.
Oh, we got a no-go? We got a no-go on Hudson?
No, I'll invite her on, and then I'm going to make sure she doesn't ever want to come back again. It's the greatest grift in the humanity.
I'll entertain it.
Young woman seduces old man for his money. More on the news in 12. I don't know why I struggle with that.
She'll go on Baskin and Phelps.
That is... Actually,
well, what's the implication there, guys? What's the implication in going to Baskin and Phelps?
I know Andy and Jeff are both married, but maybe we can just kind of pawn her off on one of the midday boys, right?
The point being, if at the end of this, the Browns are the only team that actually is willing to give him a job, he'll take the job. He won't let a long-standing feud with a dead guy stand in the way.
I think he might. Have you met this guy?
He won't. He so desperately wanted a Falcons job that wasn't even good. He was crawling and begging for that Falcons job. That's why he went and took the UNC job, because he was embarrassed that he didn't get the Falcons job. They didn't want him. And so it's like, I don't think he's got the amount of people in the NFL to back him up the way that he thinks he does. And if the Browns are the last team at the table and the only team at the table offering him the gig, then I think congratulations to Jimmy Haslam. You get what you want, and that would be Bill Belichick.